What's going on? Welcome back. Today we're skating the garage mini ramp. It is single digits outside. I'm gonna give you some tips that work for me for the rock to fakie and the tail stall. I know a couple people have been asking for those, so I'm gonna go ahead and warm up and then I'll try and talk through it and hopefully it gives you a better idea of what works for me and hopefully it'll work for you. So let's go skate. All right, let's do some rock to fakies. All right, so for the rock to fakie, I like to keep my foot positioning just normal, comfortable tail positioning, and then my front foot is just behind the front truck bolts. And when I come up here, I try and get a little bit further up, at least midway on the board, if not a little bit more. And then after that, believe it or not, it's just a matter of getting comfortable lifting your front foot to come back in. Your front foot is holding all that pressure if you have your hips inside the ramp. So remember, keep your hips in the ramp. And if you lift this front foot, right? If I bring this front foot up into my chest, shoulder area, I'll get that glide back in. If I do these shallow, I'm now fighting the coping and the fear of hanging up. So try and get a little bit further up, keep the hips inside the ramp, and lift the front foot. The moment that you bring the hips outside of the ramp, this goes for a lot of transition skating, it just becomes unstable. So let me see if I can do a couple of those and talk while I skate. I'm dropping in normal speed. Front foot is just a little bit behind the front trucks. And here, and I'm lifting my foot. Notice how I bring my front foot towards me. I'm not going over like this, because that's just going to be sketchy. I'm not going too shallow to battle the coping. See how that becomes very sketchy, right? We really want to get halfway. So aim for halfway, lift your front foot. Also notice my hips are in the ramp. I'm never fighting that way, all right? So just remember that, hips in the ramp, lift your front foot. Very similar for the tail stall. Let me put you over there so you're not looking at my butt. For the tail stall, similar concept, right? We're keeping our hips inside the ramp, not trying to go onto the deck. We want to, and I'll do this slowly, but we want to get here, and when we get about here, we want to lift that same front foot up. That is what's gonna get this weight transfer onto the coping, all right? So let me do this going slow so you can see it. I'll start pumping from the ramp. And just pay close attention to my front foot. It's all in this front foot. I'm not stomping it down with my back foot. I'm literally lifting my front foot and meeting the coping. You can do little ones if you want at first, but that's really all there is to it, is lifting that front foot. You're gonna find a lot of transition skating requires you to lift that front foot, right? All right, so just remember, lift the front foot for both coming back into the rock to fakie and the tail stall. Put a lot of emphasis on lifting that foot towards your body nice and centered. Hopefully this helps you out. Make sure to like, subscribe, stay positive, stay motivated, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.